Uh, he's going to be week to week right now, so we're hoping to get healed as soon as possible. But at this point, we're just his upper body, and we're hoping to have him back sooner than later.
What's the injury and when did he hurt it?
Upper body and in the game, last game.
It looked like something he was kind of dealing with. He went to the dressing room a few times. Is that kind of something he was trying to fight through with that?
Yeah, he's a tough guy, and he's going to play through those things as best he can. And so I think that's the situation that was there. He's feeling it and trying to get, do whatever he had to do to stay in the game and finish the game. And I think he, being as tough as he is, he finished the game.
How do you feel this whole, obviously, captain and a big minute eater?
It's, we've ran through some injuries before, and it's a tough thing. You're not really able to replace them. You get other guys get opportunities to step up, and they get opportunities to play more minutes. And, everyone else has to pull up the slack. So, there's right now Granberg's up, and he's practiced today. He looks like he's focused and ready to contribute, and other guys are going to have to carry more minutes.
When did you become aware of the Dion injury?
During the game. Played through it. Finished the game.
You almost roll your eyes at now more adversity for your group here. It's been a tough stretch, and now you come back from the All-Star break, and you got to deal with your captain being out.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of go with stride with these things, and when you don't want to see injuries, you don't want to see people get out of the lineup that affects you as a team, and you're just gonna, as I said, your other guys are gonna have to pull up the slack. They're gonna have to work their way through it. It's an opportunity for some people to get more time, and adversity hits, and you just got to deal with it.
What's the status on Holland and Louisville?
They had good practices. They're kind of a day-to-day situation, so they were going in there. We were trying not to give them too much contact today, but they went through everything else in practice. They did every single drill, and I haven't really talked to the trainers afterwards, but they did every drill. So they're day-to-day right now, and so we'll get an update when I get a chance to talk to them.
Possible for Wednesday then?
I think they're all day-to-day, so that's how we left them there. So it is possible for sure.
That's the same, I guess, for Leo?
Yeah, I mean, Leo has been out a little bit more, so I kind of expect Leo to play Wednesday. Those other two guys, I'm hoping for Wednesday.
And then Robida, I guess he was out early and then he left.
Yeah, he's still skating on his own. We're giving as much time to heal as possible, and so at this point, if he doesn't practice and doesn't go with contact, that's our kind of a signal with the trainers and the doctors that if they're not practicing, they're not playing.
You had a meeting, I understand, before practice and after. Looked like you were trying to give a bit of a pep talk there. What's your message heading down the stretch now?
As a group of guys, we have to stick together. We have to work harder. We're going to have to be more focused. We're going to have to be mentally tougher, and we're going to have to deal with adversity and embrace it. We're going to have to embrace challenges, embrace the games and the opportunities we have to start games faster and harder, and not. We've talked about it a lot. I talked about it with you guys, and we're down 3-0. That's not the way we want to play. But it just creates a little bit more adversity, and we got to say that we embrace that. We're not afraid of that, and our work ethic has to be at the very top. And we're going to have to, as a group of guys, back each other up, work harder, each guy. And there's situations where, if you feel like it's tough, you got to enjoy that. You got to enjoy that challenge. And if we can enjoy the work, then we'll be in a better situation.
What did you do personally during the break? Did you take a little time off?
Yeah, I was. I actually went to Florida, so my wife was been down there. I'm trying to convince her to come back. It was cold weather, but no, it's my son was down there too, and so they're moving. So I went down and spent a couple of days down there. It was a good little break. Did a little work, try not to do too much, but it's kind of force of habit. But I think everyone wanted to, and as I told them when they left, we didn't have the first period we wanted to. The second and third in Ottawa was, by numbers much better. We had 31 shots in 2 periods and chances and so forth, but we have got to learn to play complete games. So I told them when we left to rejuvenate, get a little break, mindset, come back clear-minded and ready to work and ready to go to do all those things that are going to be necessary for our team to move forward. And hard is not a problem. Hard is what we should expect.
Too early to use a word like urgency?
I think that it's a funny word. When we use the word urgency, sometimes that means it's almost like borderline panic or something. It's not panic. That's the way we should play. I think our guys should play with a controlled passion and controlled intensity, and that, to me, is an urgency. I think we should play games, every game, with a sense of urgency, the sense that this is important, and not ease into games. And I think that's the way we got to learn. And hopefully our guys are learning that's the way we need to play. And so I think that urgency is a good word for me, and not a bad word. And I just don't. I'm a little hesitant because it becomes we're in a panic situation. We want to come and show up every day and work, and there has to be a sense of urgency as far as work.
Looks like Phil had a lot of fun at the All-Star game. What are you looking for from him in the second half?
I'm looking from him as everything, everybody else on the team. We need a consistent work ethic. We need everyone to do their job and to fit into what the team is trying to push, and be a leader and to continue. I mean, he's been scoring points. We got to make sure we continue to score. When he scores, it seems like our team wins. So it's obviously his offense is important. His total game is important to the team, as well as the maturity of the team.
Peter, did you have a chance to talk to Dion? How's he holding up? Because he doesn't miss a lot of games.
He doesn't like to miss games, and it's hard. He's a competitor. He wants to play, and so it's hard for him right now. He's going to work hard and get himself as ready as soon as possible.
Is he able to participate in any off-ice conditioning while he's hurt?
Yeah, I think he can ride the bike, and he can do any kind of lower body exercises to keep him as sharp as possible.
You mentioned week to week. Is there any what the far end of that would be in terms of what the
Wouldn't be right. I really don't have the answer to that. So that I'd have to kind of just go with what the trainers and doctors say, and so